Stepping out at the outer edge of the deck, we get a view again of the undertaking. There's so many hidden things under here that a person can't see to appreciate. Contractors know, people who build know, from these little underpinnings holding up all the boards underneath here and what's under here to create strength. I want 15-20 people to stand on this deck and nobody look at each other and question its stability. It's that strong. It's built that well. I pin these boards in even on the end for tremendous strength. As you can see them right here. So these grasses don't belong here. So you can see, let's get down to the bottom of our little mountain hill here. As you can see all the way down, it doesn't give you a perception of how tall that is. But from that top railing to the down, it's 6 foot. And then you've got a steep hill. So I've had to build up dump truck loads of dirt to accommodate this that I'm standing on. So let me walk out to the edge. I know I've said some crazy things that don't make sense. Here's what I'm working on now. The edge of the deck. And you could see my French drain coming out. In fact, I'll stand on this board right here and give you an idea. There's another drain right here. I'll have to move because my shadow, let's see. Well, I'm going to step down there. Give you a perception of how tall this is. Bring our camera in. There you go. There's the drain coming out of the wall. The light's fighting me here this morning. But this is all built up. This wall right here, from the top down, is only 4 foot. Because the ground is so steep, it's 6 foot out there. So I'm standing on the side of the mountain, as you can figure, looking at the deck project. What's going to come off of here, by this tree's coming down level. From here to this post, I'm building another deck out here over nothingness. And this will be enclosed, screened in, so people can sleep under here. This place is being built part as a retreat. To come in here for people to meditate. And the gifted lady that lives here is a wisdom teacher for the Law of Four Agreements. And she helps people reformulate their mindsets, their ideas, so that they can think for themselves a little bit better. So I'm creating a serene, peaceful place where people can meditate and have a gathering or two, potlucks, that type of thing. But it's amazing. So this wall, this dirt wall that you see here, or this, it's a wall now, but it's a hill, is going to come all the way out here. I've got another dump truck load easily of dirt to take out. Once I do that, then I will terrace it. I will make a flat rock transition from the deck to a flat rock inset in concrete, and then you're going to go upstairs, up to the fire pit, up to the top. In the meantime, all this will be latticed with butterfly bushes and irises and that type of thing. Probably put lattice against the back here, because it's unattractive seeing in there now. We'll figure that out later. So the dirt's got to come away in layers, terraced type. This big rock weighs more than I do. It's got to come out. There's been many. Here's another one I rolled down the hill. This is probably about 300 pounds. But because I got the gravity working for me going downhill with a leverage bar, you can make things happen. I better get this guy out of here pretty soon. He'll have to walk out this way once I cut this board off. And then I've got to go out there and clear the trees. Saw down trees, clear trees. The grasses get planted down here, part of a retaining wall. Where I'm standing, and you can see my shadow, will be a deck, and it'll come out over here. This is it'll be 8 feet out, and it's a very steep hill. You can't not see or tell that because there's nobody in there for that perception to give you that. Then I will build a path, flat, a walkway, all the way out to the end, which will be really neat. As I build that, I'm going to keep in mind that animals may want to nest during the winters and such, so I'm going to be building little houses all along the way, underneath the walkway that no one will be able to see. Another one of those little projects that nobody would know existed, but I do. Even under this big deck I'm building here, I will build it in mind so that if feral cats, bobcats, or something like that needs a home during the winter, or even during the summer and shelter, I will build all that in mind. This is a nature place, after all, and I want various forms of nature to know that it's safe here and that they were accommodated in mind. So this is my project, landscaping with DichroGlassman, hardy har har. Now I gotta climb up this wall. It's pretty steep. Let's go walk down this little catway that I'm working on. There's my steps that I concreted in. I'm not a mason, but I did a pretty good job. It's on an angle so that the water comes down. This dirt here I'll take out and fill with concrete later. I just wanted to get these steps done. I'll rebuild the little flower garden here later. Over here I will build more concrete steps. It'll merge into here, and then the rock takes over, the French drains below. Now I know that my gardens and hill will stay dry for the most part. After all, this all was built up by hand, and in order to do that you've got to have drains. So there's a drain coming out of the wall. Neat little solar lights planted, the little lanterns for the night effect is just stunning. I love it. Gives you an idea of the greenery. And hey, pick a project, find something to do. This is mine. By the way, while I've been working on this project, I've been to the hospital. I nearly cut my leg off. Bad glass accident. They sewed my tendons and muscles back together. I'm out here walking, tripping around, trying to do this smoothly so you don't see me hobble, but I'm not crying and whining. In fact, I find great pleasure to overcome my pain and adversities in life. I encourage you too, that if you have a handicap that you consider a handicap and keep maintaining it, find a love and a joy, some creative aspect, some avenue of expression that you can overcome your handicap, or work above it, through it, over it. But don't let it own you. Yes, I have a handicap stick. I've qualified for 42 years when I had my foot crushed off in 1972. Skeletally, that is. They had to reattach it. Life's been interesting. Many challenges. But I choose the creative aspect now, encouraging other people to do the same in whatever way makes sense to you, in whatever way you can, to overcome your adversity, this so-called handicap. If I can be a witness or a testimony or an example for others, I am 87% colorblind, been determined when I was in the military, so I haven't let that stop me in my glass. I found other avenues. Again, repeating myself, find another avenue, create something. You have that ability. So, I thank you for watching my project. I'll be videoing more as I get this deck done, going into this area here with the stairs, the rock stairs that go up, and the pavers start with more stone now at this point, less wood. Hope you like the project. Thank you very much for watching. Have a fantastic day. Bye-bye. the beauty in nature.